Hello, everyone. You're welcome back to our English learning platform where we are running this crash course from grade 1 to 3 grammar drills to get you started with your basics in learning English. Okay, today we'll be looking at a couple of things I've prepared for you. So, depending on which of the grades that you belong to, there's definitely going to be something for everyone. So let's go over to the workboard section and take a look at what we've got to do today. Come with me. Let's go take a look. Yes, I have to bring you over here. This is for grade 1 verbs worksheet. So today we'll be looking at verbs are doing words. You must have heard this 1,000 times. But here we're supposed to circle the verbs. As you can see, sitting is a verb. Dog is a name of an animal. This is a noun. Pick is a verb. Picking things, pick something up. Got a car is a name of a something. So this is a noun. Came. This is what? This is a verb. Looks. This is also a verb. Chases. This is also a verb when you're chasing after something. The cat is chasing after a mouse. This is a balloon. Balloon is what? Is a noun. Eat is a verb. Pink is a color. Is a noun. We've got shirt is a noun, name of something. Walk is a verb. Told is a verb. Toy, name of something. This is a noun. Reads, this is a verb. So it's important that we try to learn how to recognize our verbs from a group of words like this. Okay? Here we hear again, complete the sentences using the verbs from above. The cat chases the mouse. See, the cat is our subject. The subject is the doer of the verb, the one that does the action or the thing that does the action. And in this case, it's the cat because it's it. I'm not saying the cat, I'm going to use it as my pronoun. That is why we use chases the mouse. See, chases the mouse. We have to put es to it, but this is our simple present tense. The children walk to the park because this is what the children. If I'm not saying the children, this is our subject. The subject pronoun for the children is going to be what? They. That's why we did not put s to the verb, which is walk. Just like here, because we've got it, that's why we added es to the verb. If we've got it, or he, or she, then we usually add s, or es, or ies. But here we've got the children. If I change this to a pronoun, it's going to be they. So I, you, we, they. We don't put any s to or es to our verb or ies. That is why here we've got the children walk to the park. See here again, we've got the teacher. The teacher is one person. It's either a he or she because there is no s here to tell us that there are more than one teacher. That's why our verb here, which is read, we added s to it because he or she reads. Just like we've got here, this one is it, chases. So the teacher reads the class a story. Mom told the kids to pick up their toys. Mom told, simple past tense. Mom, which is she, told the kids to pick up their toys. To pick up, that's what we call infinitive, to, plus the base form of a verb, to pick up, to pick up their toys. To speak up, rather. So here we've got my friend came to my house after school. My friend, again, is one friend, came, which is a verb in the V2, because we're talking about what? Simple past tense. which is different from this one, which is a simple present tense. The girls eat pie while sitting at the table. The girls eat pie while sitting at the table. See, the girls, we put it, there is no S because we have many girls, not one. Say the girl eats, but because there are many. So if I'm not using the girls, I'm going to use they eat pie while sitting at the table. This is supposed to be for the grade 2 and 3 students. So here we've got the present progressive negative. So I'm not sleeping, I am awake. Ben isn't listening, he's daydreaming. Mr. and Mrs. Brown aren't watching TV, they are reading. So present progressive negative, am, is, are. These are our verb be. Then we use what? Not plus ing to show that it's negative. That is what we use. That is the meaning of this not. I am not. She is not. They are not. Okay, here we've got use the present progressive to make two sentences about each situation, one negative and one affirmative. Affirmative means positive. So here we've got Nancy standing up, sitting down. Nancy isn't sitting up. Nancy isn't standing up. She is sitting down. Nancy is she, is not. The short form of is not is isn't. Then standing up. What is she doing? She is sitting down. She is sitting down. See, this is different from our simple present tense. Simple present tense, we talk about I, you, we, they. Then we have to put S or ES or IES to he, she, it, but not with I, you, we, they. But here, what we do here is that we use our verb be, then plus the verb, then plus the ing, which is what we call verb plus ing, we call present participle, meaning a verb plus ing. So she is sitting down. I am talking to you. They are looking at their teacher. They are listening. They are laughing. We are studying grammar. So here we are supposed to use the picture or use the sentence, Otto watching the news, talking on telephone. So Otto isn't watching the news. He is talking on the telephone. See, talk is our verb. Watch is our verb. We are using them in the ing form. And because Otto is he, or we are using what he is. Otto isn't, because he's one person. And we know he's a man, so we are using he. Okay, I'm going to let you try and do other, answer the rest of the questions to try your knowledge on this very subject. So I'm bringing you over to this place, summary, information, questions with be and do. Okay, so question words. These are what we call question words. Where, when, what time. So we use them when we ask questions. So here we're using our verb be, very important in English language. We use them a lot. Where is Thailand? Thailand is in Southeast Asia. Where are your books? My books are on my desk. When is the concert? The concert is on April 3rd. What is your name? My name is Yoko. What time is it? It's 10:30. Here again they say, where do you? Now we're using do. Question word plus do, then plus the subject. Then plus the main verb. We use the subject, then the main verb. Say, where do you live? This is the main verb is what? Live. Our verb be is what? Do. The auxiliary verb. So where do you live? I live in Siem Reap. I live in Los Angeles. I live in Cambodia. What time does the train arrive? Does the plane arrive? The plane arrives at 6:15. See, what time does? We're using does because the plane, if I don't want to say the plane, what is the pronoun that I'm supposed to use for the plane is supposed to be it. So when we have it, he, and she, we use does. But when we've got our pronoun I, you, we, they, we use what? Do. What do monkeys eat? See here we've got monkeys because there are many of them. So if I don't want to say monkeys, I'm going to use what? They. That's why we're using do in our question as the auxiliary for our question. What do monkeys eat? Before the main verb. When does Bob study? See, this one, Bob is he. That's why we're using what? Does. When does Bob study? Bob studies in the evening. See, Bob, because it's he, we have to make plural. Our verb, which is study, becomes studies. And because the verb ends in a Y and D is a consonant, the letter that comes before the Y, we have to change the Y to I and then add ES. That is why we've got studies, STUDIES, in the evening. Monkeys eat fruit, plants, and insects. Because monkeys, that's why they eat, which is our verb, there is no S. Because if we're not using monkeys, we're going to use they as our pronoun. But here, the plane arrives at 6:15. The plane is what? It. If I don't want to say the plane, I'm going to use it as the pronoun for plane. So that's why arrive is our verb. So we'll have to add S to it to pluralize it. I live in Los Angeles. Los Angeles. Notice, in questions with be as the main and the only verb, the subject follows be. In simple present questions with verbs other than be, the object comes before do or does. So what they're telling us is that when there is only verb be in the sentence, okay, the subject follows the be. So for example, see here, where is Thailand? With the subject, it follows the be. After the be, Thailand comes. Where are your books? See, they follow immediately after the verb. But when we have the main verb, then the verbs, the object comes between do and does and the main verb. So the object comes between, the object, they come between do and what? The main verb. Do or does and the main verb. So that's what they're talking about. So we have, where do you live? Here we've got the main verb, we've got the auxiliary verb or the helping verb, okay, or what we call verb be. So what time does the plane arrive? The object is always in between when there is what? A main verb. So the subject comes in between the auxiliary and the main verb. What do monkeys eat? When does Bob study? I think this is going to be all about it for now, and I'm going to let you guys to try your knowledge with this exercise that is going to follow. What time does the movie start? 7:15. Okay, we're going to figure all these out. I'll see you on the rebound. Meanwhile, I thought I'm going to read this comprehension exercise to you guys, and also to see how many of you can be able, especially with those that are still struggling with their reading, to be able to read and answer the questions that follows. Okay, this one is talking about going to the movies. My class is going to the movies on a field trip next week. We have to get permission slips signed before we go. We also need to ask our parents if they will drive to the movie theater. We are going to see a movie that tells the story from a book we read. We love it when movies are made from books. It's fun to compare the books to compare the movie to the book. I usually like the book better. We get to the movie early so we can buy popcorn. Some of us buy candy and slushies too. We all enjoy watching the movie. When we return to school, we talk about things that were in the movie and the book. The movie and the book are similar. We all agree that we like the book better, though. Books let you picture the characters any way you want to picture them. Yes, because we are racing against time, I'm not going to read the comprehension one more time or the story. So here we're going to come over to what do the students need to do before going to the movie. I will let you answer these questions. What is fun to compare? Compare when you compare this and that, you compare the movie and the book. What do the students like about the movie or the book? What do books let you do? I think this is going to be all about it, but it is supposed to be for my grade 2 students and some of my grade 3 students as well. Okay, thanks for watching. It's always a pleasure to have you here. So I'll be advising further on things you guys are supposed to do depending on your grade. I'll be sending forth worksheets, exercise for you guys to try your knowledge on this subject depending on your grade. Please, I think that's going to be all about it for now. Thanks for watching one more time and see you on the rebound. Bye yeah for now.